gravity of this trend, in the first half of this year, 2023, alone, over 10,000 Nigerians packed up and went to Canada.
Oh, wow.
And this is on the regular side of migration, because most of the people that go there legally. They go there after they have obtained their papers, some even after getting jobs. But that number is indicative of the gravity of the problem. On the other side, the irregular migration. I give you an example with Italy, where I worked a few years ago. In 2016, the number of Nigerians that traveled to Italy through Libya, illegally and irregularly, peaked to 40,000. Most of these people go to Libya. They can spend years there trying to raise money, to embark on the journey across the Mediterranean. Many of them die because they use dinghies. These boats, inflatable boats, when they're on the ocean, it can be punctured, and that's the end of the people. And they are overpacked with human beings. And so the gravity is so much of the trend which we are witnessing. In Nigeria, we have just 72,000 registered medical doctors. Out of this number, only half are practicing. And for a country of over 200 million people to have only 35,000 medical doctors, it's a serious situation. And yet, many of them, as she informed us, 88% of Nigerian medical doctors in 2017 were willing, to leave Nigeria for greener pastures. So the problem is really, really big. We should worry, because if this continues, the workforce of Nigeria will not be developed. It will be depleted. The so-called brain drain, if it continues, it takes away our best brains. In other words, our best brains are being drained, and drained to other countries, leaving us with capacity gaps in the economy, in all sectors, of our country. And so we should worry. Look at, for instance, the agriculture sector. Mind you, this migration, there's an internal aspect of it, from the rural areas to the cities. And this part of it has been neglected. If you go to the villages, you find that only 22% of indigents live in their homes. 78% of Nigerians have left their villages and have gone to the cities. Now the cities are overcrowded, which is what is leading to the Japa outside Nigeria. Because we are too many in the cities, and people don't want to go back to the villages. The opportunities are not there. Agriculture is as good as dead in many parts of the country. And agriculture is so important to any nation's economy, because that's where you get the raw materials, for all the factories, all the businesses. And so if agriculture is neglected, as is unfortunately the case, then there is also a problem. And then we lack, experts. Nigerians are, some of the most intelligent people in the world, but they are all outside Nigeria, developing other countries, working hard for the improvement of the economies of other countries. Meanwhile, their own economy, Nigerian economy, is suffering, is languishing, because we don't have expertise, to improve upon it. It affects every sector, health sector, manufacturing sector. This is why we don't have as many brands in Nigeria as we should. Look at other countries. They have, things you know them for. In the manufacturing sector, in the inventions, and so on. And Nigerians have the capacity, for all this. But they have all left the shores. So the problem is huge.